From a dream to reality, we're on the move. We got the groove, we're showing you what we can do. And we're gonna make it to the top. We're gonna give it all we got. It's our time to shine. From a dream to reality, we're on the move. We got the groove, we're showing you what we can do. And we're gonna make it to the top. We're gonna give it all we got. It's our time to shine. It's Sip and Speak the Tea with D&D.
Well, hello.
All right. Hello, everyone.
Welcome to Sip and Speak the Tea with D&D. I'm Denise.
And I'm Danette.
Coming to you from Milwaukee. What flavor tea we have today, Danette?
Well, today's flavor, girl, we're going to try salted caramel.
Oh, okay.
Salted caramel.
I love salted caramel.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I can drink a little bit more.
Got caught down about the boat. I love it.
That's very tasty.
It's good.
I like that.
I suggest you try it.
Yes, give it a try. Give it a try. I think you would be very pleased.
Yeah.
Really good. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe with Sip and Speak the Tea with D&D. All right. Y'all know what time it is. You got it. Let's discuss Miss Denise Winters, the new author, her book, The Untold Story, The One Who Got Away. Excellent read. Don't hesitate. Go buy it. It's available. Walmart, Barnes & Nobles, Amazon. Check it out. It's available now. Denise, can you tell us a little bit about your book?
Yes, I've written it from my childhood to preteens and my adulthood. And I dedicated the book to the women that lost their lives and to the women children who lost their moms. And I met a serial killer, and he was killing women at the same time Jeffrey Dahmer was killing the men. And I hope I can help anyone that's in that dark place or before they get there. So, Danette, we're going to get into our topics. And our topic is messy relationships and marriage and
Infidelity. And it is a messy topic, right?
Yes, it is.
Some stuff is going to come out on this one. Let's
get some
get
phone calls
into it.
behind that one.
Right. Oh, I can imagine. You was talking about me, wasn't you? I can hear it now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, what you talking about?
Okay.
Well, yeah. Let's jump into it.
Okay, yes. Let's jump into it. Well, I was so happy to get married. I got proposed to twice in 1 week. It was during the time, a sad time when I lost my son. Because it was done during that time, I don't know if they felt sorry for me or what. Because both of them asked at the same time, basically.
Wow.
And the one I chose, we flew to Las Vegas to get married. I'm so excited. I'm on cloud 9. And on our way back, it was about 1:30. We got there home about maybe 1:45, close to 2 o'clock. And we were so tired and exhausted, I thought we were. And anyway, about 6 o'clock, I rolled over, and he was gone. He was gone. I think I could.
On the wedding day? I mean, that night.
Yes, we was I'm in Las Vegas, but we were only married 4 hours. 4 hours in Milwaukee before he cheated on me. He didn't come back for 2 days, and you know what? I wasn't going to tell you and nobody else.
Yeah, because I was going to say I didn't know about that.
No, I didn't tell nobody. It ate me up alive. It ate me up alive. I'm not the one to speak on relationships, actually, but I can tell you what not to do.
Girl, I hear you on that. You know what? I've never been married. And, you know, I'm not going to say my actual age, but I'm up in age. I'm over 50. I can tell you that.
Okay.
And I've never been married. Now, I have been proposed to.
Okay.
Several times, several different men.
Wow. Okay.
And you know, I used to think like, gosh, maybe one of those men would have, you know, been the right one. But then knowing what I know now, I'm like, woof, I dodged the bullet. I'm glad I didn't say yes. Because there would have been 7 marriages, 7 divorces.
Oh my goodness.
You know, but I guess if I would have done it, well, they would have had to have money. But I was thinking like, maybe I can get a check. Take that little alimony, you know what I'm saying? But and that's probably not the right attitude to have. I don't know. But girl, I'm glad I dodged those bullets though. But I think though too, I do want to be married. I think I do want to be married because I believe you should want to grow old with someone.
Yes,
you know, to have someone there.
You do.
You know, but I think for me it's difficult because I'm kind of like, I like my space. When I don't want to be bothered, don't bother me. Now, maybe I would need to have a really big house where we could have an east and a west wing. And maybe, you know, sometimes my husband can stay over there in the east wing and I can be over here in the west. Do that make sense? Probably not. But I don't know because I could be, I don't know, can I be kind of difficult? And I don't take much mess. You know, I can't take anything off of anyone. You can't cheat on me and get away with it. Oh no, I'm not having it. And a lot of women today put up with a lot. You know, they accept a lot.
Yes.
And
I did. Well, I did go back to my ex-husband, which we are together. It takes a strong woman to forgive, and I did stuff myself too. It takes a strong woman to work through the problems, but even a stronger woman to walk away. And my advice, walk away. Yeah, just, you know, walk away.
I agree.
We have people in the studio, so feel free to ask any questions
or comment, because I want to hear.
Exactly.
Yes.
I did get a divorce, and the judge said, I want my name back. Denise,
you saw like Tina Turner.
Yeah. Yeah, she wanted to keep her name, but I was trying to get rid of it.
She wanted to keep her
married last name. Yeah, I don't want to be associated with that last name. And then he said, "Are you sure?" And I said, "Well, sure. Why you question? I don't want to be associated with that last name." And he said, "It's going to be hard for people to recognize you as your maiden name." I said, "No, it ain't. I was born with that name. It's not hard. Do you know?" People said, "No, you're not Denise Winters." For a long time, they're just not recognizing me as Denise Winters. Everything that came, bills, anything, still came in my married name, and they didn't. It's so hard. So I recommend to you, maybe you'll want to keep their last name, because it is hard when you don't keep the last name and try to convert back to your maiden name. I will give you that advice. I'm not the best person to give advice on a relationship, but I can tell you what not to do. And another thing, I was so happy to get married that when it came to tax time, you know, I usually would get $5,000 or $6,000.
Right.
You know, for me and my kids, they took the whole thing.
Oh my God!
I didn't know. Did nobody tell me? They said you supposed to file injured spouse. I'm like, injured spouse? Well, I'm more than injured now. $6,000. Like I said, I was injured for real.
Wow, girl.
So, and then I had a boyfriend. Now we're talking relationships that, which is going to be another topic for us. You know, domestic abuse. You know, when they want to put their hands on. You know,
Right.
he hit me in my eye, and he knocked my left eye out, and I could never see out that eye again. And when I tried to retaliate, once I could see, because I seen about 20 stars when he hit me, and I ended up going to jail. But
How was that?
because I tried to retaliate, and I wouldn't calm down, and so they put me in jail. And the 2 weeks I was there, in which I asked for medical help, the guards paid me no attention. And so I stayed there about 2-3 weeks. So while I was in there with no medical attention, my retina detached itself from my nerves in my eye. And so I had to go through some extensive surgery at that time because it went too far. The doctor said I should have came immediately. I said I couldn't. I was asking for help when I was in there. The COs weren't paying me no attention. But I can laugh about it now, but it wasn't funny at that time. But I was hollering for help, and I was in such excruciating pain. And I was like, I need some medical attention. I need help. And one of the girls like, shut up, B. I've been here almost a whole year. I'm going to Chichita. You getting out in a couple of weeks. I said,
That's not even funny.
But I'm like, right. Yeah, and right today I can't, you know, I lost my eye, and after I got out of jail, when, like I said, that they said I waited too long, so I had to go through this extensive surgery. And you know I'm afraid of surgery, so my mother said, I'll give you $100. She was with my oldest daughter. I give you $100 if you can go through with it. So I said, okay. I went there, and you know, they prepped me up, and he messed up because he said, Denise, is it okay for the interns that's, you know, people that's going to be a doctor, you know, training to be a doctor, to come in? And I kind of wish I would have said no, because I said, sure, you know, trying to help them out.
Right.
And that doctor said, I'm going to take E eyeball out. And I said, what? What you say? He said, I'm going to take E eyeball out. And I said,
Take E eyeball.
you going to take my eyeball? I said, you ain't taking E eyeball out of nowhere. And I said, take these things off me. So, you know, and so I end up losing my eye. So, in that relationship, and I walked away, you know. Thank God I walked away from an abusive relationship.
Yeah, so that was the only time that he actually like put his hands on you, though. I mean,
yeah, that
was very severe.
Yeah,
though. That was very severe.
Yeah, that was. You know, he did a little shoving and stuff, but that was the first time he ever, you know, he hit me, and I think he hit me with some brass knuckles. As a matter of fact.
Oh my God.
Yeah. You know, we shoved and pushed, but never that. You know, that severe. Yeah, I lost my eye behind it.
I mean, I've been through my experiences, but not to that extreme. Not to that extreme. Well, I don't know, because actually, one guy that I was dating, and he actually ended up, I didn't know in the beginning that, you know, he was addicted to drugs. You know, you know, was doing drugs. So at the time I met him, he stopped. You know, he wasn't doing drugs at that time. But as time went on, I guess he started back doing drugs and stuff, you know, drinking, whatever. And so he did, one time he pulled the gun out on me. I went out with one of our cousins, you know, had a good time and stuff, and we're getting back to the house, and he just was in some kind of rage or whatever, and he pulled the gun out.
You should have called me, because you know I know about drugs.
Right.
I would have told you.
Oh, well, you could have spotted it, right?
Yeah.
You would have been like, girl, don't mess with him. Don't do that, because I can tell you right now.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So, you know what? Whenever I meet a guy, I'm going to be like, I'm going to call you. You know, we go to double date or something, and I'm going to be like, okay, check him out. Let me know. Is he on them drugs or what?
If you suspect it, you know, just give me a call, and we'll do a double date. Now, I can try to spot him out. Spot him out.
Because I mean, if you're not a person that is on drugs yourself,
I've never experienced.
Then, right, like, you should never be with a person that's on drugs.
That's true.
And then on top of that, we actually, you know, stand together. And my grandfather gave me it was like it had a pearl handle. It was so pretty, this pistol. Mm-hmm. He stole my pistol and then ended up getting it taken away from, I don't know, he said the police, I don't know if the police got it or something or whatever was going on. Right, and I'm just like, that hurt me to my core. That hurt me to my core.
Instead of being honest with you and told you he was struggling, he should have gave you, which they don't do it, but should have gave you the option. You know, if he told him a little bit about his background, gave you the option if you wanted to stay, you know, or to go.
I got a question.
I've never been. Let me just say this one thing. Mm-hmm. Every guy that I, you know, really was in a serious relationship with, that, you know, was a cheater. They was some lying cheating dogs. And I mean, like, and one thing about me, if I'm in a relationship, I don't cheat. I'm faithful, and I give my heart. You know what I'm saying? Now, they know when they have a good woman. Because trust and believe, and I'm going to put it on out there. If I wanted them back today, guess what?
What?
Girl, I could have.
Okay.
Okay, so let's hear it. What you have to say?
Oh, I was just wondering, since you spoke about the guy that was on drugs, could you date somebody if they dabbled in drugs like that?
You said, could I?
Could you stay with somebody?
Well, I didn't. I wouldn't choose to. Now, if you know, cheating and stealing and lying, that's just a little bit too much for me. So I can't do it.
Right.
You know, and I know that you have to work some things out. If you really truly love that person, maybe you want to try to stand by them. But you can only endure so much. And I'm not enduring that much. My thing, you know, we supposed to be growing, progressing with each other. You know, not you bringing me down. I can go down by myself. You supposed to be lifting me up. And you're not doing nothing but taking from me, breaking my heart, keeping me crying. So, bye. I don't need that. And I hope that people, you know, I just hope that people know their worth and what to accept and what not to accept. You don't have to accept people dogging you out, beating, abusing you, lying, cheating, stealing from you. You don't have to accept that.
And sometimes people stay in relationships because they're comfortable. They don't want to go through the changes of getting to know somebody else over again, and they're just comfortable, you know. And sometimes that's not the best route to go.
Or the fear of being alone.
That's true. That's true.
Because like I said, I really don't want to be alone. But then if I have to be, God is my man. It's just going to be what it is. Because if I can't find that good man and that man that's right for me, that's it. I mean, I hope to find him. I may be 70. Lord's will, I still be living. You know.
My
but
grandma
you
got
never
married
know.
at 88. She
See?
was 88 years old.
Right. So that may be me. Yeah. With my cane or in my wheelchair, walking out, make a difference. Still making down that aisle. Whatever. But, you know, if it's for you, it's for you. And people now, though, I think times are so different. Because people now, it's so much game. It's a lot of game. Well, is that what they say? How they say it now? It's a lot of game out here. And it's just too much. And now they into, like, having a lot of different, bringing other people into the relationship.
Which I don't feel that's a good idea.
Yeah, you know, having open relationships and
To each his own. If
Right.
you can deal with it, you can deal with it. But personally, no. No. That's a no.
yeah, that would be a no for me also. I think that can bring a lot of confusion.
I have a
Yes.
question for Denise.
Go ahead.
I wanted to ask Denise, do you see yourself ever letting that marriage stop you from remarrying again, or would you give marriage another try, or did that just take you to a stage of giving up on marriage?
Well, all three. At first, I felt, you know, I was dealing with low self-esteem all my life, and that just really, you know, he didn't allow, I allowed it to take me down, because can't nobody do nothing to you unless you allow it.
Correct.
And I allowed that.
Well, no,
Me,
because people
just
probably
don't like to
wouldn't
be
attend.
alone. I got to have, I want to cuddle up, and I don't want to be alone, so I don't
Okay, that's why they got the big body pillows now.
Okay, but I want human. I prefer human. Yeah. But
Yeah, sometimes you.
I don't
you
know
need
if
that.
it presents itself, then okay. Then that's a decision I have to make.
I can understand like the loneliness of it, because I think sometimes, you know, I do miss that. You know. So everyone wants that affection, you know, every now and then, and
Yeah, but if this making you miserable, I don't suggest you stay in that. So, you know, you got to know when to walk away. Just got to know when to walk away. So,
Wow. Anything else you would like to comment or ask?
I wanted to ask Denise, how long were you married, Denise?
I think we were married maybe about 12 years
Oh, okay.
Wow. That was a nice run, 12 years.
before I got the divorce. And then we separated for 3 years, and then we came back together.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
Well, y'all found your way back to one another.
yeah.
So what do you?
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. So that you guys found yourself out. So do you? I mean, you was willing to take that husband of yours back, right? So
Yes,
with
but-
that relationship being said, you rather live how you living now instead of the marriage, right?
Well, that's
Because
actually,
a lot of people get it confused, like myself. I would get it confused as if I thought marriage wouldn't change us. You know what I'm saying? Or some people say marriage do change things. Or so it's good to know how, you know, how could you elaborate to us and let us know that sometimes it's best to be non-married with that person than it is to be married to that person.
of course, when you staying together, it's best to be married because you're living in sin. But it's up to the individuals. That's all I can say. It's just up to the individual. But you know, if you're real, I mean, if you're a Christian, you know, you're living in sin. You know, so God
And I think
said,
if you're happy, you know, if you're happy and y'all want to take that step of marriage, you know, because every relationship
it's
is different.
Yeah. So that's why I say it's up to the individual.
Right.
But me, myself, yeah, I prefer not to live in sin. And I don't know. I'm gonna speak for myself. As a little girl, I wanted to be married, a white picket fence, house,
Right.
you know, dog. You know what I'm saying? That fantasy. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
You want to be married, y'all.
And I picture that too. And I actually had the dog and the white picket fence, but guess what? I didn't have no man. I had everything but the man, so it was incomplete.
Sometimes a man will be there, but he's not there. You know, he has to treat you like a queen that you are. And like you said, you have to know your worth. You have to know your worth.
Yes, you do.
I wonder what the audience think.
Yeah, I would love the audience to comment on it and
Yeah,
see what they think.
Yeah, so hit them, drop it in the comments.
Yeah.
What's your opinion?
What do you think?
Everyone has their own opinion.
Yes, and we're entitled to our
own
opinions.
opinions.
You know, we all different, each individuals, and
Right.
you know what works for one may not work for
the
another.
Mhm.
So, but I would love to hear what you have to say out there. I would love to hear it. Your different
I would
opinions.
too. I would too. You know, we can all learn from one another.
Yes,
I
we
think.
can, and that's where the comments come in from. 'Cause
Right.
we can learn from each other. You know, we can learn from each other.
Maybe y'all will have some suggestions for me on how to get a man and keep a man, the right man. And it's got to be the right man.
Okay.
I just think that society now is different. It seems like to me, and everyone.
No, nothing remains the same.
Right.
It's just constantly changing. You know.
But it's just too much. And I just gotta put this out there, but it seems like to me people don't think about diseases anymore. How can you have so many multiple partners knowing? I mean, I'll be like this. I look at a person and be like, oh, syphilis. Oh, herpes. Oh. I mean, you know what? I am germophobic and I can't. I can't put myself out there and spread myself around from this person to that person to this person to that person. I can't do that. And I don't want a man doing that to me. Don't go out there, cheat on me, and bring something home to me. You know, you go out there and get AIDS or you got herpes or syphilis or something, and you may not know at that time. Then you come and you lay up with me with your dirty little secret. You know what I'm saying? And now you done affected me in my life. That's not fair.
Yeah.
And people just need right. Women, it's vice versa. It's right. It's vice versa. But that's what I mean. Just about, you know. Well, that's with the cheating and the infidelity.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
And everything, and I think people just need to really be careful of that.
And respect one another.
Yeah, respect yourself.
Yeah, it's all about respecting yourself and respecting each other.
Right, because people now, they don't want to use protection, you know, and
they're not respecting. I feel like they're not respecting husband and wives anymore. You know, back then, like I feel like Denise could elaborate, or Danette, y'all could elaborate of how our family always had their husband or their wife for so many years and years and years and years, and still together. Some of them are. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all.
Yeah, they chose to stay. Yeah, it's people that don't respect marriages, and that happened in my marriage. You know, I had even spoke to the young woman. You know, I'm like, you know, he's a married man, but I already know she knew it, and she said, I don't care.
Yeah, a lot
So,
of these
you know,
women
they don't
doesn't
care
care no more.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, they just want to get, you know, what they can get. They want what they want. If they can get it, they're going to take it. You know, but that's where the respect of the mate comes in. Because I'm offered something don't mean I have to accept it.
Yes.
Or go for it.
Yes.
So if you value your mate, then you're going to be faithful. And you can turn it down. Easily. No, it may not be easy. but it may not be easy.
What's going on today? It seems like it's not easy.
It's not easy to turn down. It's not. It just would be nice if people can just get back to having the morals.
Yeah, it's about
You know, in the respect of their relationships. You know, that's it.
I agree.
Do you think you could stay with a person, or I put it more like, do you think about giving people second chances? Like if they had infidelity on you, something like that, do you consider even giving somebody a second chance?
But you did, actually.
I
'cause you
did.
back.
I did.
Yeah.
I mean, it's different circumstances, and like I said, it depends on the individual and what transpired. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
so did you find it? Did you find it to be better? Your relationship got better as after the divorce. You get what I'm saying? Because I feel like he understood your do's and your don'ts now. You understood his do's and his don'ts now. So, you know, did it kind of make it a little, you know, kind of better?
Yes, yes, because I wouldn't be there or still in this relationship.
Mm-hmm.
He did better, and I did better. Like
Right.
I said, I did stuff too in the relationship too. Like everybody know when I have in my book, I was struggling with drugs, and when I met him, I was sober, and it was going on 8 years, and I lost that sobriety. Matter of fact, because I allowed what happened to me to wallow in it, and I was taught not to hold garbage in, and it didn't register not to hold garbage in, and that was garbage, and it ate me from the inside out, and I did not share it. I wasn't going to tell anybody from the embarrassment. It just brought my esteem even lower, and it ate me up alive, and I allowed it to eat me up, and that's why I lost my 8 years of sobriety. But yeah, I chose to, and I believe in second chances, but it depends on what transpired. Sometimes you just gotta walk away, you know. And but me being struggling with drugs and stuff, if I didn't have a second chance, I wouldn't be here today. You know, if people wouldn't have gave me a second chance, you know, my probation officer and all that, she didn't have to help me. You know what I'm saying? She gave me a second chance. Sometimes it's good, you know, for people to get a second chance and see what they do.
Some people are deserving of second chances.
Yes. Danette, is anything else you want to elaborate as far as relationships or infidelity?
Well, yes, I would just like to say that communication and trust is everything in a relationship. So, you know, you definitely need to have both. You need to have the trust, and you got to have great communication. in the relationship. And I want to say too that I feel that people just need to be upfront about who they are and what they want in the relationship, or how they are in a relationship. Some men or some women may want multiple partners.
Correct.
You know, but put it out there and let it be known.
So you'll give them another person the right to choose if they
Right.
want to stay in that relationship,
Right.
or be in that relationship or not.
If they want to
That's
deal
true.
with it.
And then it resolves a lot of stuff. No, you don't have to sneak around. You can
Right.
be yourself. Nobody but yourself. If you come out and tell a person what you want.
Yep, just be honest.
Tell them
Be
what you
true
want.
to your game.
Yes.
Just put it out there.
Yes.
You know, be true to yourself and true to the person that you're trying to holler at, trying to get with, you know, and give them that choice to say, okay, I can ride with that, I'll go with it, you know. Or they say, oh no, I'm sorry, I can't do that, you know.
Because then you can resolve a lot of hurt and pain and anger.
Right.
Because when I found out that my husband, matter of fact, there was a baby involved, you know, and all children are innocent, you know.
Correct.
A baby was involved, and I was so hurt, you know, because I wasn't planning on having any more children, and I didn't think he was planning on having any more children, and so it hurted me so bad. And I'm like, you know, the anger set in. You know, the hurt set in, then the anger set in. Let me catch her. Let me catch her. No, you know, and it was sad that it was not only her. It turned out it was multiple women. You know, when he left me, he didn't even go to the woman that he had the baby with. He went to another young lady. You know how the men think grass green on the other side. He went to something, and they were both real young. They were much younger than me. And so he went to the other woman. And I'm like, let me catch her. Let me catch them together. And one day the devil said, there they go. One day I was walking to the store and they came right in front of me. The devil said, there they go.
Wow.
And I just...
Well, you wanted it to be revealed.
Yeah.
And brought to the light.
Yeah.
And it was given to you.
Walked right out, both of them walked right out in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
So you asked God to reveal that for you.
Yes.
So when it was revealed to you, how was it? How did you take that as, you know, you wanted this revealed and it revealed in front of you?
Mm-hmm.
How did it make you feel?
I was hurt. I was hurt, shocked, hurt, and I didn't do anything. And I felt like I feel like a punk now. But I think I resolved it like I supposed to have. But I did when I seen both of them. I turned around and I walked away. Because God can do a better job than me. Because if I did
you handle
something,
it in the right place, in the
God
right
did.
manner, though.
Was that your husband at the time?
Yes, he was my husband. I'm actually seeing my husband come out of the house with another woman, and it hurt me so bad. And but I ran into the church and prayed and talked to the pastor, and he said, "Denise, you have to let God handle that." I'm like, "What? Let God handle? He taking too long. He buying screen TVs. He doing this." And you know what? I eventually calmed down and I let God handle it. And he did a better job than me. Because he will. And he do.
Right.
And it worked out. It worked out. Without violence and all that, you know, it's not worth it. Because if I did something, who go to jail? Me, even though I was wrong. You know, you know.
Right. So basically, you giving us advice that's take it as how it really is. You know, hurt is enough.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
so take that hurt and deal with that hurt than retaliation.
Then retaliation.
Okay.
Yes.
Let God handle that. Because He will do a better job than you.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get what you're going to get if you retaliate.
Yeah.
Believe that.
Right.
And I tell
And
you.
nothing good can come from retaliation.
No.
Nothing
And
good can come from it.
He did an excellent job. I couldn't have did it no better.
I heard that, girl.
I couldn't have did it
You
no
reap
better.
what you sow, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Take it to God. Give it to God.
Oh, yeah. Give it to the man. He'll take care of it. Yes, so.
Right. Wow. That's powerful, though. But, I'm glad that you really spoke on that.
Yes.
Because that is something in today's, in the society, our society today. Because there's so much retaliation.
Yes.
So much violence in these relationships.
Yes, it is. And
A lot of young lives taken away
yeah.
from drama, baby mama drama, baby daddy drama, and all of that. Why?
Yep. God can do a
Why?
better job than you. And trust and believe me, it is true. I've seen it. It happened to me. He will do a better job than you. Yes,
That's
he will.
right. Couldn't have said that any day.
And now we learn to respect each other. We know each other's boundaries.
Right,
and,
right.
And I know my worth.
Not saying that your husband didn't love you, but it was the things that the husband were doing, right? So how would you tell your audience, how did you deal with that? Because he loved you, right?
I wasn't sure of that. Because of course you think if he loved you, he wouldn't have done that to you.
Right.
I can't, that would be something for him to do. One thing I know, he didn't respect our marriage. We know that for sure. I can't speak for him or what he was feeling at that time, but I know for me, I felt that he didn't love me, otherwise he wouldn't have hurted me that bad.
Right.
And
Love is not supposed to hurt.
And he told me, he didn't tell me, and he waited that long. The child was 5 years old when I found out he had a child.
Wow.
And he
5
said
years?
that he
That's
said
a long time.
he didn't want to hurt me, and that's why he waited that long. But like I said, I can't speak for him. All I know, it hurted. And once I got over the shock, I gave it to God, and then I had to go on and live.
Right.
I had to go on and live. I couldn't just stop
Yeah,
living.
you have to press on.
I had to press
Keep
on.
moving, keep moving
I had
forward.
To, yeah, I had to
Live your
keep
life.
going. I had to keep going. I had to keep going. And as I kept going, God was working all the time in the background. So,
Wow.
and grass is always not greener on the other side. He know that now. And that's all I got to say about that.
This is Messy Sip and Speak the Tea today.
Yes, it is. This is Messy Sip and Speak the Tea today. And it's messy.
Yes, but it's reality. It's life.
It's life. It's life.
It definitely is.
So, if nobody have any more comments or anything.
But if you have comments, anything you like to tell us and share with us, please do so. Drop it in the comments. Because we definitely would love to hear.
Oh,
I'm very interested in hearing.
how did you handle your situation?
Right. Let us know.
We finna get into our celebrity shout out, and we're shouting out Rihanna.
All right.
All right, the Barbadian born and Grammy award winning singer Rihanna has time and time again proven her dedication into helping children in need, and created the Her Believe Foundation in 2006, allegedly to help the terminally ill children. And she has given back to charities all across the nation.
Wow.
My queen,
We
I salute you.
We salute you.
Yes,
beyond.
yes, we salute you.
Yes.
My queen.
Awesome. Okay. And I have for you a motivational poem called Each Day is a Chance. Each day we wake up, we have another chance. We could just keep on moving, or we could decide to dance. Dance as if you are alone and no one will ever see. At this time, as this is your chance to see what you could be. Remind yourself you are someone who is grand. Believe you can do anything. Get up and take a stand. Always keep looking forward. Looking back is never good. You want to look to the future, and that is something that you should.
That is deep. Remember,
Yes.
you
Each
can do it
day
and
is
get
a
up
chance.
and make a stand.
Yes, yes, people.
Stand for something.
And please don't forget Denise's book, The Untold Story, The One Who Got Away, is now available. Walmart, Barnes and Nobles, Amazon, Bigger Books. So just check it out. It's out there, and it's definitely a good read. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe with Sip and Speak the Tea with D&D.
And that's it for our segment, you guys.
Yes.
I hope you liked our messy relationship and marriage and
Infidelity. Right. All right. Thanks for tuning in, and please be a blessing so that you too shall be blessed.
until then,
Goodbye.
It's our time to shine. It's sip and speak the tea with D&D.